the top half of my pipe soap out of here. I always struggle with it, but there's still a good bit in there. So I don't know if that'll dry out. Maybe some clear wrap or some tinfoil. I don't know. I could put over that to try to keep it. Tinfoil is not gonna do it. I don't know. But I don't want to waste it. So same thing with this. I don't want to put too much pipe soap on here. Just enough to
duct tape.
Duct tape. That's right. I'll put duct tape over it. Duct tape over my pipe soap. So there it is. I didn't really put too much on. Just enough. And I'm actually going to spin it into my valve first, and then use my valve as the wrench to turn it when I put it in there. So that's that. And then I'm going to soap the second side. Now that I don't have to touch it, it won't get all messy. And this backflow preventer, you have to get tested annually by a certified backflow tester. I'm not sure why. They're also in residential applications, but it's not the same device. It's a smaller backflow preventer that you don't have to get tested. This is a mechanic's garage, and so since it's commercial, it has to have one. But it really just seems like a way for the water company and the plumbers to make money. I'm not sure. Anyway, now that's the...
You would say that on camera.
Would I? I'm going to spin this on you. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's really good for the environment or something, but it's strange. It seems like next thing you know, you have to get your thing tested again, so...
You're venting.
I am venting. I'm going to put this on here. Once I get it tight enough and it's straight up and down, I'm going to wipe off my extra pipe soap. So it's tight right there, and I'm going to grab my channel lock. And there's a square part right here. I don't know if that's where you're supposed to hold it, but that seems like a good place to me. And that spun a little bit. So I'm going to try to spin this back so it stays straight. Now let me pull that up with my knee while I tighten the RPU. That's probably good. And it's up and down, straight. And take this rag and wipe off some of the extra pipe soap. Some guys leave stuff like that on there, and it makes a really messy job. It just looks a lot cleaner if you clean it. You can also take your rag and just kind of floss it in there. No reason to have extra pipe soap on your work. There's no reason for it. You clean it up, it'll stay nice and brass. You look like a professional. 1/4 inch male fitting adapter over to 1/2 inch copper sweat. This is how we're getting from our brass backflow preventer to the 1/2 inch copper.
You know it's a male.
This is a male side. It looks like the male anatomy, at least how I know.
Mm-hmm.
And the other side, this is a 3/4 inch female fitting. And this is like a girl. So male and female. There's your health lesson for today. So I'm gonna.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
Okay. Make sure they know what's going on here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this pipe soap. Same thing. You just want to keep it neat. That'll help That'll help your job go more smoothly. You don't really want any on the inside. It's kind of chilly today, and so the pipe dope's kind of stiff. I'm going to spin this in here. Once I spin it in, I'm going to, as far as I can go by hand, I'm going to take my crescent wrench and tighten this up. I'm also going to take the second crescent wrench, if it fits. I want to put a wrench on this fitting so it doesn't spin as I'm tightening up the copper fitting. So I'm going to hold that. While I tighten this up.
This is probably something we could have turned Backflow.
Anyway, I'm going to finish this up. I have my copper fitting installed, and we have to connect that piece of copper to this piece of copper now. So we're just going to make it's going to take 3 elbows. That's 1, 2, and 3. This should be at the same level. I'm just cleaning this now because I have it installed. I cleaned off my old pipe dope. My extra pipe dope. And it makes more sense to take a little extra time cleaning your fittings so that you don't have to redo it, because that's a lot of trouble. Or maybe you can get when I'm almost done. Not that one though. Is it on right now? Anyway, I'm just gonna clean this. You can feel your wire brush. One way it spins a little harder than the other way.
Is that so?
And then it's kind of dirty. There might have been some water in there or something, so it doesn't look too clean. That extra stuff. Then I'm going to take my emery cloth, like I said, clean it twice. I like to just make sure you don't want your hands touching it. You want that sandpaper in between there. You can use sandpaper, but we buy the emery cloth. So that's nice and clean now. I did it with the wire brush, and now I'm done with the sandpaper. And this is the time-consuming part. This is why they have new products like the Shark Bite and the Gator Grip they sell at Lowe's. This is not a Lowe's commercial. Anyway, so that's clean now. We're going to flux this and set it in here. And we'll see how that goes. So I slid my new pipe into the 90 and it's fluxed. I want to make sure not to touch it. I touched this a little bit on the way in, so I'm going to clean that. Sometimes I clean the end of it too. Just because. I saw the Wizard of Oz recently. That's what it is.
Mhm.
Now I'm fluxing it. Fluxing it! Alright, then.
There you go.
I like to keep it exciting. Sometimes your new fitting won't slide on the pipe very easily.
Oh no.
And the fitting could be dented or your pipe could be flared out a little bit, so sometimes you have to give it a little tap. But that seemed like it slid on pretty nicely. And I have one more elbow and a little piece of pipe, so I'm just going to before I put any flux on. I guess I'll wish I had a little smaller piece of pipe, but everything looks straight to me. And if I just set this in there, I know that this piece of pipe is going to sit back to here in the hub of the 90. So that's as long as that piece of pipe's going to go. And I can see that this is right in line with this. And so right there at that hub is where, that's how long that piece of pipe should be cut. So I'm going to work on cutting that one. I have my